everyone, this is Eileen from Eileen Stuffs, and today we will be cash stuffing our money from our July 15th paychecks. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. I am a cash budgeter and stuffer here on YouTube, and I am working on paying off debt as well as building up an emergency and sinking funds. So if that is something that you're interested in and you haven't already, please consider subscribing below. All right, so we have our cash. We're going to put that aside. As always, we will start with going over the budget super quick. I'm just going to run through it. I will link the budget video below from Sunday so that if you didn't see it, you can watch the full budget. Let's pull this up and I will zoom you in. This was our July 15th pay. My first paycheck from my main job was $2,653.50. And then my check from my new job was $842.50. So it was pretty exciting. My total pay came out to $3,546. Then I did have a rollover of $86.92, so that left me with a total of $3,632.92 to work with. I took out another $800 for estimated taxes, and then that left me with a total of $2,832.92. I said this in my last video, but I've never had this much pay, and this was literally the biggest paycheck I've ever received. It was pretty awesome, and I'd like to keep this trend going because it made me see that extra cash, how much I could do with that as far as knocking down debt as soon as possible, taking back control of my life financially, and just moving on to other things. So paying off debt is a long road, and if you're going through it right now, I completely empathize with you, and I'm just wishing you the best. But yeah, it's tough, and when you need to pay debt, you need money. Let's get into it. So again, we had that. We paid our car payment. I did credit cards as usual. I did have my student loan, medical bill, internet, and I left some for gas. I also had to buy a cabinet for work, so I took out $300 for that. And which was cool is because I was kind of budgeting like $250 for the cabinet and $50 to buy like a rug at Ross or TJ Maxx, which I'm going to do this weekend. I did make an extra snowball payment of $75, which felt pretty good. And then I still had $1,024 left after paying everything, so I moved $500 to my winter funds, which I've started creating. And I still had $524 left. Did leave $150 in my bank just for like miscellaneous / rollover. So that gave me $374 to work with, which is what I have here. And this is how we divided it. And we are pretty much good to go. I forgot this, but we are totally going to try out kind of what I've been talking about the past few videos. I usually budget per pay period. I get paid twice a month, so usually my budget is about 2-ish weeks, give or take a few days. And I just kind of throw all the money in my wallet. I'm going to try something new because I do often end up running out of money, especially for food, and then right before my new paycheck, I end up dipping into my miscellaneous fund. So I'm just trying different things. What I decided is, even though I only get 2 paychecks and I'm budgeting, it doesn't mean that I can't budget further. So I am going to be separating my wallet money into funds for this coming week and then funds for next week. I'm going to kind of micro budget my budget, I guess, to try to really just pay more attention to how I'm spending the money when I go shopping, and then having that money for the next week. So really just trying to create more of a weekly budget, I guess, for things like food and personal items. So that's what this envelope is for. We're going to use that to store half of the wallet money and then keep it for next week. Put this here for now. We are going to start by counting the money and make sure we have our $374. We have 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300. So this should be 74. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, and 74. Here comes my dog. This is like a total theme now. It takes her a few minutes. I think she starts to realize, oh, my mom's down there talking, and then she comes down. She always gets me though when I'm in the middle of talking. All right, so we do have our $374. We are good to go. Let's just separate this real quick and we will move on to the wallets. 10s, our 5s, and our 1s. I know there's no cash in here, but I do believe there's change. Here, I'm going to move this over here. Don't need this. So let's get out our change jar. Not as much change as I thought. Oh, there's a little chunk. Trying to remember if I went to the coffee shop the past 2 weeks. I think I did go a few times. And then I saw, yeah, taking out change, but I'm trying to avoid that. All right, we're looking good. Let's get out and do our split. So food and home was budgeted $200, and I did 2 50s, 4 20s, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 2 10s, so I could split it evenly. So 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300, 200. Okay, so I get 1 for this week, 1 for next week, 2 for this week, 2 for next week, 1 for this week, 1 for next week. So we have 100 for this week coming up, which is the week of the 17th. And then this will be for the week of the 20, whatever. This will be for the week of the 24th. But we're going to keep that in here. And that is our 200 total though. Personal is 20. I'm just throwing the whole 20 in there because I just need to go buy toothpaste. Something else I keep forgetting. And then miscellaneous is 40. So this is where I'm kind of debating. I did 40 because again, I'm used to having like a 20 miscellaneous. So I figured maybe I could just give myself 20 for next week and 20 for this week. And part of me is like, wants to keep the full amount in, but I really, really want to try to challenge myself to be more careful with my money. So I think I'm just going to do the split. So 20 this week, 20 next week. And that is my wallet. So this is good. And then we will throw this into my next week fund so I can pull that out. Perfect. All right. And then, I'll throw that in my wallet after. Now we are on to sinking funds. Again, the name of the game continues to be save up money for the winter, get myself ahead, and just have extra stores so that I will be okay financially during the holidays, which is really the hardest time of the year for me, financially speaking. So bills is our first one, and today bills is getting 30. We had a 20 and a 30. Our bills envelope now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 65, 165. That's awesome. That is building up nicely. This will seriously come in handy if I run low on money and then I just know I have the money here to pay for the utilities or the phone bill or something like that in like December. In medical, I'm starting to build up for my medicine again. I do take Synthroid. I've had people ask about why I don't take the generic. I had a really bad reaction to the generic hormone. So I ended up going to the Synthroid brand and then I had no problems. It was like life-changing. So for me, I think it's worth it to pay the money and that's why I do it. So I'm going to start saving for that again because I did withdraw this to pay for it in the beginning of June. And we have 15. It's about $90-ish each time I go. And I pay for a 3-month supply. So savings is getting 5 today. I guess it does have, I wasn't sure if this had anything in it, but whoa, it's like stuck. My little savings, just, you know, just a general savings is 20, 25, 26, 27. We skipped shopping, although, I've lost more weight and I actually am, my shirts I've been tying to like make them fit better and now they're getting like even bigger. So I might have to start thinking about buying new clothes soon. I'm trying to just hold off on what I have for the rest of the summer at least. But if I really want to be able to like go have fun and buy some new clothes in smaller sizes, I should start. It would be nice to just have the cash to do that. So I might make this more of a priority in the coming months. Giving, I didn't give anything to right now. And then Riley is getting 10. So she now has 15. Okay, a few more. My car is getting 10. I'm gonna be due for an oil change soon, probably in like another month. My car only needs oil changes like once every 6 months or 8 months, they said. I could go pretty far, so that's kind of nice, but it has been about that at that point. We added 10. We now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have $104. Almost getting back to where we were before I had to buy the windshield wipers, which were about 50. So that's nice. We're getting back up to the over 100 point. Family. My mom is getting 20 because I'm trying to save up money to make her another payment. So my mom now has 20, 40, 50. All right, nice. It seems to be, I think it's nice to do like a few $100s and then send a check. She seemed to be okay with that. So build that up to like maybe 300 or 400 again. Secret stash is getting 8. Don't know if there's, oh yeah, I unstashed this. I can't remember if I think I did say why I unstashed this because I went out. I went out one night. It was unplanned. It was just fun. I went to a show, went dancing, and just felt like I needed to go do something fun with a friend, so I did. But I did use the cash for it. So now I'm building it back up. This is really what the secret stash envelope is for to me. It's just to have that cash. So we have $8, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this doesn't really have a limit. I feel like the more the better, honestly. It's always nice to have a little stash of cash. All right, that is it for the envelope, but we'll put our next week fund in here as well. There we go. And what is left is we should have $16 left for savings challenges. We have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Perfect. I think I'm not even sure what's happening with the money I've saved. Where am I at here? I think we got a little bit of money. Yeah, oh yeah, there's a 20. Okay, cool. So we have some money here to do some savings challenges with for July, which is awesome. And that is it, you guys. We are done with the cash stuffing. We are going to try out, like I said, the split, see how that goes. I think psychologically, like knowing I have 100 for cash for food versus, oh, there's a whole 200 in there, I'm hoping that'll just help me make better choices. But honestly, I don't really buy much food anymore these days because of my diet. So it's kind of like I've kind of been breaking it down to essentials. Anyway, that is it. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful week and a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.